Hi everybody, PJ here with another video and a review of one of the companies that I went to visit while I was out and about. Once again I'm out in Sheffield and we're at a company called SBD. Now this company seemed to be concerned that I was a security risk and I could be a threat to their company. Now the way this chap carries on all the way through the video, you would think that they're carrying high value goods, you know, silver, gold, cash. They've got a warehouse full of computers. They've got very high tech intellectual property inside, etc, etc. Now if you want to find out what they actually do here, you need to wait to the end of the video to find out. Anyway, let's get started. This is when this chap first approached me.
Can I help you?
You what, sorry?
Can I help you, please?
I don't know.
You seem to be quite interested in our building.
I am, yeah. Yeah, nice looking building.
What's he interested in, please?
Well, I'm just having a look around the building, finding out what you do and trying to find out a bit more about the building.
Okay, in what reference, please?
Well, what difference does it make?
Well, you're interested. Obviously, there's a security issue, isn't there? If you're going around filming our premises.
Why is there a security issue? I'm not trying to come on site.
Well...
So, one of the first things he asks for are my details. But as you'll see as the video goes on, he wants to know who I am, but he's not willing to tell me who he is. There's something wrong with my teeth. It's like this every bloody video, isn't it? Anyway, he's not willing to tell me who he is. But he demands to know who I am. Anyway, let's watch a little bit more and see how everything unfolds.
But if you're collecting data and you're looking at our locks and you're looking in the background of a building, so do you have any details, please?
Yeah, I've got details.
Yeah, can you please share those?
No. Now, when I tell him I'm going to fly the drone over the top, he seems to get really concerned. Security issues, etc, etc. You know, you've been filming my gates, you've been filming around the back of our factory. And he really wants to know why, and he wants to know why I'm going to fly the drone over the top. And then when I tell him I'm going to do it because I get paid to do it, he's like flabbergasted. He can't understand that somebody would pay me to do what I'm doing. He doesn't understand that YouTube and things like that pay me when I go out and make these videos.
You're not going to do that?
No, I am going to fly a drone over the top as well and have a look.
Yes. Why?
So I can get a better view. Have a look all around the site.
Right.
Is there a problem with that?
Yes, actually there is.
What kind of problem's that?
Well, obviously I would like to know why you were interested so much into our building.
Well, I like making videos.
In what context? Where are you posting those videos?
Social media.
Right. And why?
I get paid for it.
Oh, do you?
Yeah. So once again he starts demanding information on who I am, pulls his phone out and starts taking photographs of me. So I give him a front view, a side view, ask him if he wants a view from behind as well and smile at him. Am I taking the mickey? Yeah, maybe a little bit. But, you know, he's complaining that I'm actually making videos and filming his site, but he's quite happy to take photographs of me. You know, I don't care if he takes photographs of me, but it seems a little bit, how can we put it, one-sided.
Right, okay, well, I would like to have some information on you, please.
Yeah, I don't doubt you would.
And...
do you want me to say cheese? Hang on, there you go. Side view as well, look, there you go.
Okay.
Do you want to reverse view? Once he's taken my photo, he asks who I am, what's my name, what's my social media account, but will not give me any information. Won't tell me who he is or anything. So, once again, he's making demands, after taking my photo, to know who I am, but won't tell me who he is. I mean, it could be anybody. I never saw him walk from the factory. He could have just walked off the street and demanded to know who I am.
Say your name then? And your account?
No.
Well, you said your social media and you're getting paid for it, so you're providing information.
So what right do you have to ask me for my information? Who are you?
Well, you're wanting to promote your social media account.
Right, you're wanting to know who I am, so who are you?
Yeah. I'm just very interested.
Good. You'll be able to see it on video.
Pardon?
You'll be able to see it on video. So then I asked, just basic information, and I said, do you sponsor the world's strongest man? That's because somebody just walked up behind him with a t-shirt on that says world's strongest man. And I asked if that's the gentleman that's on Game of Thrones, and he said yes. So I said, does he come here very often? But no, he wouldn't tell me. I don't know why, but no, he didn't want to tell me. Do you sponsor World's Strongest Man then, do you?
Yes, we do.
Oh, brilliant.
So you'll know that if you looked into our company.
Right. Is that him that were on Game of Thrones?
Yes.
Ah, big lad, isn't he?
Yes, he is.
Does he come here very often?
That's none of your business.
So once again he starts talking about me filming the yard and filming the gates and saying that it could be perceived that I wanted to gain entry to their property. To which I turn around and say, if I wanted entrance to your property, I would have just walked in, basically. So I don't know where he's coming from with that one. Oh, just a question. Yeah, I mean, you're firing loads of questions at me.
Yes,
and I'm
because you have just been examining our locks. You've been discussing our rear yard and the entrance to our property. You've been filming entrances to our property.
Right.
Which could be perceived that you want to gain entry into the property.
If I wanted to gain entry to property, I would have walked on. So then he tells me that I'm actually stood on their property, where we are. And I ask him, okay, is there any information? You know, where's the information that says I'm on your property? Is there any signs up or anything? I'm outside your gates, I'm outside your fencing. How am I supposed to know that I'm on your private property? I'm afraid I'm not very psychic. I'm sorry.
Well, you're actually on our land right now.
Oh, it doesn't say that. I'm outside the gates and outside the barriers.
You are currently stood on our land.
Right.
So
and where's the information that says that?
Well, you've got a boundary there.
Where's the boundary?
Where the hedge is.
Why, is there a sign up there saying there's a boundary?
For you to go across a boundary doesn't mean that it needs to be a sign. A boundary is a legal line.
Right.
And you have gone over that legal line.
So how do I know?
You are now stood on private property.
So how do I know it's a legal line?
I'm informing you of the fact.
So how do I know that it's a legal line until you come along and inform me?
That is irrelevant at this moment in time.
No, it's not.
I have told you you are on private property right now.
Right.
And you have encroached onto our private property.
Right.
And you are, while on our private property,
right,
filming deeper into our building.
Right.
So you're filming within our boundary, not just within our boundary. You're filming into the back of our building. And I don't know what your content you've taken, whether you've been trying to film through windows or what you've done.
Right.
So you're not sharing that.
So once again, he's complaining that I've not told him who I am, and that I'm I'm uploading this material. I'm uploading this material to social media. He doesn't like that idea at all. You know, like I say, you'll find out what they sell and what they do at the end of this video. So hang on and you'll find out. It's really, really interesting when you consider how much is kicking off.
And you're not even telling me who you are.
I don't have to tell you who I am.
But you seem to tell me you are posting this on social media,
right,
for views.
Right.
So sure, that is open content that you are putting out there.
Well, it's not out yet. It's not open content yet.
So what is the nature of your...
I've just told you I make videos.
For social media?
Yeah, industrial estates.
Right.
And then once again it starts talking about a security risk because of all the high value goods that they have. Oh, this is such fun.
And do you not believe there's a security risk in you doing that?
No.
You don't believe that?
No.
So then I asked him if he's heard of Google Earth, and he says, of course I've heard of Google Earth. Now, if you live under a rock somewhere, Google Earth go around and take videos, on the ground with cars with big cameras on the top, filming everything, and they fly aeroplanes over the top and take aerial photographs of everything as well. And it's basically so that they can sell the advertising, you know, so you can put your company on the map, and then they sell the advertising for your company and everything else. But, you know, it's all right for Google to do it, but it's not okay for me to do it, you know. And then he proceeds to tell me that Google Earth protects privacy. The only thing that they do, if you complain, is blur out the name of the company, and that's it, and they don't show individual people. But there again, you know, they still go and they video everything. They don't go out and ask every company if, you know, if they actually want to be on Google Earth, you know, or Google Maps. They just go out and do it.
Have you ever heard of Google Earth?
Of course I've heard of Google Earth.
Right, okay,
But you
so...
aren't Google Earth. And
So?
you aren't.
So do you
And
think...
you're going in
So
much
do you...
and you're going into much greater detail
So-
than Google Earth does.
So-
And Google Earth actually protects people and property by hiding sensitive content, which you are not doing.
So do you think that more people look at my stuff on social media than they do on Google Earth?
But Google Earth
Right?
actually hides sensitive content.
I'm not giving out any sensitive content.
Why aren't you?
Oh,
Because
what?
you're saying you're actually discussing our lock system, our gate entry system,
Right?
and filming that online. That is
Well, I
not
can see that from up there. What difference does that make?
So eventually he asks me to leave their property, which I do, I don't mind. And then he starts talking to me again. He'll make his mind up sooner or later.
I think we're going nowhere. I'm asking you to leave our property now.
That's fine.
Can you please leave?
Yeah, that's fine. But there's no way you can stop me standing on the footpath and videoing, or flying a drone over.
I didn't say I could.
Right. So, but you'd still have a problem with it, wouldn't you?
So still waffling on about security, and I said to him, is this a secure build? He's not working again. I said to him, is this a secure building? And he said, yes. So I said, well, if it's a secure building, what are you worried about? And he looked at me and I kind of thought, gotcha. You're talking bloody rubbish.
I obviously would have an issue with you possibly posing a security risk to our business
So what kind of security risk am I posing?
by sharing access points, security issues, if there are any CCTV.
Is it a secure building?
Yes, it is a secure.
So what's your worry?
You're right.
Exactly.
Vacate.
Exactly. You've just talked yourself into that one,
I
mate.
haven't talked myself into
Yeah,
anything.
of course you have.
I haven't talked myself into anything. Stop
You're
talking.
on about security issues, and then
I'm
you
not.
say it's a secure building. That's well, so. If it's a secure building? What's your worry?
No, I'm not worried about.
So if you're not worried, what's your worry with me filming and videoing?
You.
Yeah, you're stuck for an answer.
No,
Come on,
no, I'm
mate.
not stuck for an answer. I'm not, no, this clearly isn't a constructive conversation where you will actually have a reasonable debate about it. You
Well,
will
how
not-
can I?
you
How
will
can
not
I
discuss-
give you a?
You will not discuss. All you're doing is argue with me and
How-
trying to trick me into saying something. That isn't a constructive two-way conversation. That is you thinking you are clever and trying to manipulate the conversation to your own means.
Right.
And
So
I'm not prepared to enter into that
right.
conversation.
So once again, we enter into a discussion on who's who he is and who I am. And then he proceeds to tell me that I can easily find out who he is because he's on their website where all the staff are listed and photographs of them and everything. And I said, yeah, that's fine. You can easily find out who I am. I'm not hard to find. You know, I'm all over YouTube. It's not like I'm trying to hide who I am. But it's still, you know, he still thinks that I'm doing something dodgy for some reason. I don't know why. I'm just videoing an industrial estate.
So you come along and asking me a dozen questions.
Yes, because you stood on my property.
Right. And you expect me to answer. Now I just asked a simple question, who are you? And you won't answer that.
And you won't tell me who you are.
Because you won't tell me who you are.
You could easily find out who I am.
You can easily find out who I am. I'm not hard to find.
No, I'm stood here in front of a building which lists its employees on various chains of social media. Right. You could easily find out who I am. I can't find out. I don't know you from anyone.
Right.
So you have come on to our property.
Right.
And you've come on and started filming, and I've asked you point blank who you are, and you have evaded every question except saying that you're going to put it on social media.
Right.
Obviously I'll have an issue about it.
I've got over 1,000 videos on social media.
Right.
I'm not hard to find, just like you.
Fine.
Just like you, I'm not hard to find. I've got over 1,000 videos on.
Okay.
I'm dead easy to find. I'm dead easy to find on all social media. Facebook, YouTube, TikTok.
Yeah, well see, I'm not actively trying to...
Well, is that my fault or yours?
Yeah, you see,
I mean, I don't go...
Isn't a constructive
No, I don't go on your website to find out who you are.
But I'm not interested until now into your content. You were clearly interested in our business. So that is very different. You're the person who's instigated this interaction, this conversation, because you are interested in our business.
So then he proceeds to tell me that the company he works at is an interesting business and wonders why people are interested in it. You can't have it both ways. You can't have an interesting business and people not being interested in what they do and everything else. You know, if you're running an interesting business, then people want to know about you. You know, it's like any of these big companies. People are interested, people want to know. And then he's surprised when people want to know. Crazy.
Of course I'm interested. Isn't it an interesting business?
Of course it's an interesting business. All businesses are interesting.
So why wouldn't somebody be interested in it then?
What I'm concerned about is what you're interested in is.
Just basically what you do here in the building.
Well,
I don't want to go inside. I don't want to have a look at your manufacturing processes.
But if you're interested in what we do here, then actually you'd get greater research online than you would filming our locks on our gates.
Right.
Wouldn't you? Because actually that's not an interest in what we do here. That you haven't taken interest in our business. You have just walked onto our property and started filming the perimeter and into the building, into the land. That is very different than you taking an interest into our business.
Is it?
Yes.
Because no, it's not.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And this is where we clearly aren't going to have a reasonable conversation.
So once again he asks me to leave, and I've no problem with that. You know, if this is his land and he asks me to leave, then, you know, I'm bound by law to leave. But I did tell him that I can stand on the footpath and video and fly the drone, etc, etc. And that's probably the end of the conversation, because he doesn't want to talk to me anymore. You know, every time I say something to him, he stops and you can see the cogs going in his head while he's trying to think of a reply. And he's struggling to have a reasonable conversation with me. All he wants to do is find out who I am. He's no interest in promoting the business or anything like that. All he wants to do is find out who I am and what I'm doing out there with a camera.
So that's why I'm asking you to leave.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll leave, mate. That's fine. I'll go and stand on the footpath and I'll send my drone up and get some aerial footage of the place, and then I'll be on my way, and thank you. Suppose you're going to tell me you got a problem with the drone now?
I have got a problem with you and your activities. Yes, I do.
Right, okay.
So can you please get off our property?
Yeah. So once
I told you, this is the boundary line. Can you please get off the...
Right, so you probably now want to know what high-end goods they retail and manufacture there. I think they do some manufacturing. They probably import a lot of stuff. Are you ready? Is it gold? Is it diamonds? Is it silver? Is it any other kind of precious metal? Is it intellectual property? Is it computers, laptops, mobile phones, anything like that? No! I'll tell you what it is. This they sell the elastic bands that go on their elbows and on their knees for people that are like powerlifters and bodybuilders. They sell the belts and things for bodybuilders. They sell t-shirts, you know, really high-end, expensive items. And all this for stuff that you wear in the gym. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please give it a thumbs up. Please share, please subscribe, and guess what? I'll see you in the next one. Bye everybody, see you soon.